Live from Philadelphia, all set for baseball from the home of the Phillies, Citizens Bank Park. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Philadelphia Phillies. The Diamondbacks aim to notch their 7th win in a row right after this. Vince Velasquez, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
So striding forward now, David Peralta, and we are set for baseball here this evening. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a called strike 1. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they dropped another one last time out, and in fact they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Hey, Matty V, we're taking a look at a team right here, D-Roll. Through 5 games of this homestand, they're 3-2. I know they were expecting more, but they'd like to win this one here today and get that up to 4-2 on this homestand.
Yeah, this is an important one right here. You don't want to go 500 first 6 games, especially at home. On the road, you can deal with it. At home, this is a must-win.
With that, the batting order for the visiting Arizona Diamondbacks. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, Matty, I'm excited to watch David Peralta play. He's really excelled against right-handed pitching this season, hitting over 300 against them coming in. So given the matchup he's faced with here, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see him make some noise at the plate.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. His lifetime line against Velasquez. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. And the skies are clear, but that's not helping the temperature much. 45 degrees here at first pitch. 1 out, nobody on. And that one stayed up a little high. Marte tends to have more success against right-handed pitching like this than he does against southpaws. Could be a comfort thing. Maybe he just picks up the ball a little better, but that's the book on him at this point. A high fastball is in there.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
Hit back up the middle. Scooped up on the backhand. And there are 2 away now.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He'll enter play right at 310 on the year. 3 homers and 15 RBIs. Now the pitch. Hot shot down the line. But this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. 2 out, nobody on. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
Not sure what he saw in that pitch, but it sure looked tempting. At least he held up. He must have been guessing.
Ready on 1 and 2. And it's to 2 and 2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Gary Simmons.
You know, D-Row, Gary Simmons, he's one of those umpires. He'll give you one thing or the other. At times his zone can be a little wide, and then he's a little more strict north and south, but he's a pretty consistent umpire.
The key, Dan, is
and we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. So 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks. Now it'll be the Phillies' turn. No score. Patrick Corbin will be the one towing the rubber for the Diamondbacks. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, it's not easy to bunch anything together against this guy. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of under 1.10. So we may see some hit and run, we may see some bunting, and we may see some running, because if you want to lay around and try to get hits off this guy, that's not the right thing to do. One of the top pitchers in the game right now.
In now, Odubel Herrera. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Fastball in there for a called strike. Well, guys, you take a look at this Diamondback squad as they begin play here tonight. They've run their win streak up to 6 in a row now, and they're really playing some inspired baseball.
Yeah, Matty, this is one of those special moments throughout the course of the season where everyone kind of looks around the clubhouse and takes stock. 6 in a row, you have a chance to rattle off a 7th. You start saying, hey, maybe something special is going to happen this summer.
The 1-1 is a sharp slider taken low for a ball. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I think he'll be frustrated with himself about that swing. He was in a good hitter's count and ended up chasing one out of the zone. Now the count's even again.
Full count to Herrera, 3-2.
Well, I think that's a great spot for that pitch. In on the hands. It wasn't a strike, but if he can command the movement in there, he's going to be very effective in this one.
Full count. Here it comes. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. With that, a look at the Phillies' batting order in this one. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, one of their hotter hitters has been Carlos Santana. He's certainly a guy to watch out there in this lineup. Everything he does makes them click. When he's swinging the bat well, they just go.
Up next will be Nick Williams. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. A 1 pitch on its way. Way in front of a great slider that time. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row, but both of those sliders back-to-back were so good, I might just go ahead and try to throw another one.
And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Slider right over the middle, taken for a strike.
You want to talk about setting the tone and getting your teammates relaxed? That's exactly what this pitcher did, coming in and punching tickets. First 2 batters of the game.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Grounded back up the middle. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Phillies down in order. Still no score. Jake Lamb standing in now. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night.
Jake Lamb.
First offering on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Herrera's there. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
So here's how the Phillies are positioned defensively. And let's focus on third baseman Maikel Franco. I think what gets lost in the shuffle, we get it. Offensive force. But he doesn't get enough credit for the way he handles the hot corner. The ability to pick it backhand and come up firing.
Digging in, A.J. Pollock. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. A ball and a strike. Pollock, 30 years of age. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Yeah, Matty, there's 3 dates. The time you get called up and the time you get to arbitration, and one when you finally hit free agency, where you have a chance to truly enjoy this game and get paid for all the hard work. And this is the start of it. The arbitration process allows these guys to finally start making some real dollars in this game.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Batting second, the catcher, number 32.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, John Ryan Murphy, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. First offering on its way. Missed with a slider. And that one just missed outside.
Do you take your chances in this situation as a hitter, knowing he's just missed outside 2 pitches in a row, and dive a little bit and try and drive something in the opposite field?
2-0 count, and the pitch. A changeup that catches the corner for strike 1.
Love the pitch call there. 2-0. You know the guy's geared up for a fastball, and you drop a changeup in the zone. That's going to be a tough pitch to handle.
Now the 2-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over. Diamondbacks down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only 1 score. First pitch coming. Here it is. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
That's wide. 2-0. Hard hit ball to second. Descalzo from the outfield grass. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Arizona Diamondbacks. And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5 fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, picking and grinning. Keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
So now Carlos Santana. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a knee-high fastball. Bottom of the second here with no score. Line towards center field. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
Hey guys, that's an excellent job right there. That's a back foot slider. Usually those are kryptonite for most batters, and he's able to fight it off, keep his hands inside the baseball, and deliver a base hit.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Maikel Franco. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. Here comes the first pitch. Here's a swing and a ground ball. This is foul for the first strike. The 0-1 delivery. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Man, I know exactly what this guy's feeling at the plate. Here we go again. Every time you're struggling, you look up and it says 0-2.
0-2, here it comes. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Peralta's under it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Batting seventh, the shortstop, J.P. Crawford.
So stepping in, J.P. Crawford. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Way out in front. Swings through the slider there.
You know that nasty changeup's lurking right here. If I'm in the batter's box, I have to tell myself to stay back. I have to take pull side out of the equation, or that changeup's going to beat me.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Outside.
A ball and 2 strikes. Working for the punch out and the offering. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a 2-seamer, and the inning is over. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. 2 complete. Still scoreless here on the show. Ready now for the Diamondbacks, Daniel Descalso. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the 3rd after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Now the pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Velasquez is one of the more prolific strikeout artists in the game today. He'll get into double digits in Ks, and of course that means he's got outstanding stuff every 5 days.
One of the things that go hand in hand, Matty V, if you want to strike guys out, you have to have good stuff, and this guy has great stuff. He has 2 different pitches that he can strike you out with. And as they rate him on a scale of 1 to 10, this guy has 2 pitches that rate an 8 or a 9, which is really hard to find in baseball today.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Off the plate at 94, 1-2.
Not a bad pitch right there on 0-2, a fastball. And I think as a hitter right now, you have to continue to go up there looking to hit off the fastball.
Here's a fastball in on the fist, and that'll even things up at 2-2. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
And this is fouled at the plate. Payoff pitch one more time. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Nice job to stay with it, though, and then make the out at first.
Up next for Arizona, Jarrod Dyson. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Here's the first pitch to him. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one. And, oh, looked like ball two below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1.
He's looking really great on the bump right now. I mean, it's been a while since he's allowed a base runner, and he just jumped ahead of another hitter right there.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike two.
Yeah, Matty, you see the same pitch 3 times in a row, and you find yourself down 1-2 in the count. Your head starts to get on a swivel here. Is he coming back with it 4 times, or do I have to sit on something else?
Swing and a liner. And the Diamondbacks have their first hit of the game. And they're able to get the ball in quickly, so he'll be held to a single with one away.
Man, that's surprising, Dan. This guy's flailing at stuff in the dirt and above his head to get to 2 strikes, and then he lays him a cookie.
Oh, you would think after throwing 2 pitches out of the zone that he would triple up and throw a third one either up, down, or in and out, but that one right in the middle of the strike zone.
Standing in now, Patrick Corbin. Now a bunt attempt here. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, left fielder, David Peralta.
Striding in once again, David Peralta, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Here's the first pitch to him. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Dyson at second with 2 down. Liner toward right center. Williams is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1 left for Arizona. Home half of the third coming up. No score. So next to the plate for the Phils, Jorge Alfaro is ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Nope,
and that one stayed too low, apparently. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
In now, Vince Velasquez. Oh, tried to hold back as this is hit back toward the mound. And there's out number 2.
Up next for Philadelphia, center fielder, Odubel Herrera.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. His career batting line with Patrick Corbin. He's hitting .429. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at-bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
Tries to dump this one out to left. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. He was in a position to wait for his pitch on 2-0, and he got it to keep the inning hot.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball.
Into the box now, Nick Williams. And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. Another look at the throwdown that results in a 3rd out on the bases. The 3 of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Digging in to try it again, Ketel Marte. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case. This guy's cruising along, pitching well as we enter the middle innings of this one. Less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes. If he could clean that up a little bit, he could really roll into the later innings in this one.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So with a man aboard now, the RBI men will have an opportunity with nobody out in the inning.
Boy, D-Roll, that ball wasn't hit very hard, but when you're struggling like this guy is, any knock is a good knock.
Yeah, 100%. He doesn't usually get those. He has to square it up mid-barrel to find a way to get a knock. He hasn't had much luck this year, but he'll take that any day.
Stepping in now, Paul Goldschmidt. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1.
These are the moments in the game that can sway it one way or another, why you get a W or a loss right here. Leadoff man on, heart of the order coming up. Guy out on the mound has got his work cut out for him.
A line shot to third base. But the runner is back in time to avoid the double play.
Now batting, 3rd baseman, James Lamb.
Into the box, Jake Lamb, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. The 1-0 home is laid off for ball 2.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. A double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3. It's a double play and the inning is over. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. The 3 of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Digging in for his second at-bat, Nick Williams, set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning. First pitch of the at-bat. Sliders in for a strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And he chased one there as this is bounced to short. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash.
Now batting, second baseman, Cesar Hernandez.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Cesar Hernandez. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Fastball that time is nowhere close, and it's even at 1-1. Two balls and a strike to Cesar Hernandez.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You could see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
Little chopper back to the mound. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
Up next for Philadelphia, left fielder, Reese Hoskins.
Ready for another chance, Reese Hoskins. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here comes the first pitch. Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. Hoskins behind to count 0-2.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He's pounding the zone. He's got 2 quick outs. You better pull the trigger.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And you wonder about the control now as he misses high with the slider. Two and 2. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. And he goes the other way, but he got a lot of it deep down the line. Maybe not, as this stays up in the air long enough to be hauled in out there. False alarm, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. Through 4, still tied, 0-0. Into the box, A.J. Pollock. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Changeup in for a strike. And a breaking ball stays outside.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now. Pollock in front, 3 balls and a strike.
Great AB so far. I'd really like to see this guy work a walk and get on base for this team. Maybe give them a shot of confidence that they got a shot to get back in this one.
High in the air out to center field. Crawford is there. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The catcher, number 36, John Ryan Murphy.
Now in the box, John Ryan Murphy. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he'll start the at-bat with a slider that didn't miss by a whole lot. It's ball one. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. No runs, 2 hits, no errors so far for the Diamondbacks. And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2. A 2-ball, 2-strike count to the Diamondbacks catcher.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2. This is line to left. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
Most guys assume they're getting a 3-2 fastball in that count right there, guys. But he was able to keep his hands back, keep his nose in there, and battle for a knock.
Standing in now, Daniel Descalso, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Bounced softly in front of the plate. And that's the second out.
The right fielder, number 1, Gerard Dyson.
Stepping in, Gerard Dyson, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. From the stretch, here's the pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Murphy stands at second with 2 gone. Popped him up. And Franco will make the catch to retire the side. We'll see Carlos Santana when we come back. Home half of the 5th coming up, and we still have no score. Settling in now, Carlos Santana. He reached on a single in his first try.
First baseman, Carlos Santana.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And a neck-high fastball that time. Line drive base hit. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the 5th.
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. Now at the plate, Maikel Franco. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a fastball chopped foul at the plate. It's strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Slider. Ooh, thought he had him, but it's 1-2. He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. Misses, ball 2. Missed with a slider.
This is the kind of pitching that's frustrating for me to watch. He had him down 0-2, then he started getting cute, and now the count is full at 3-2. It happens, but I'd rather see him attack the hitter and force contact if you can't get him to chase after a pitch or two.
A little bouncer.
I can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
Another full count pitch home. He loses him on ball 4.
Well, they've struggled offensively in this one so far, but after that walk, they've got runners at first and second and look ready to make a little noise. Just need a big hit now.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch of the at bat. Takes a look at a slider that catches the inside corner. Here comes the 0-1. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ball game. Got him on a good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
In now, Jorge Alfaro, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. A 1 pitch on its way. Fouled away. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Stepping in now, Vince Velasquez, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1, and we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Here's the 0-1. A high fastball is in there.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
Now a swing and a chance for Goldschmidt over at first. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Phillies leave a couple. 6th inning coming up. Still zip, zip. Digging in to try it again, Patrick Corbin. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a high fastball for a strike. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss.
case in point right there, Matty. We're seeing a trend, the north and south. A lot of pitchers working that elevated fastball and then breaking stuff off in the dirt. We used to see east-west, not the case anymore.
And a ball and 2 strikes to the Diamondbacks pitcher. And that misses 2-2.
Hey, great job right there. Anytime you're down 0-2, I think it's a successful at bat if you can work it back to an even count and at least give yourself a chance.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
I really liked that he gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
Into the box, David Peralta. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. This is pulled into right, but this will hang just long enough for him to run it down in shallow right for the second out.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Softly hit out to short, and this will be taken down no problem for the final out of the inning. So 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks. We are still scoreless. Striding in once again, Odubel Herrera. He'll lead things off here in the Philadelphia 6th.
Odubel Herrera.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Way in front of that fastball.
Hey, as an offense, you do your homework, you scout. He hasn't been using that pitch an awful lot. I say you just throw that out. If he's going to flip that occasionally for a strike, then so be it.
Pitch on the way. Grounded foul toward the third base dugout.
Interesting pitch selection right there, in off the plate. Not too many pitchers in the game want to go in there and risk hitting the guy and letting him get on first base free of charge.
0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out.
Good pitch right there to run the two-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball as the result.
Up next will be Nick Williams. As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And now a pitch on the way. Swinging a ball line softly down the line in left. But this is a foul ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a fastball fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Standing in now, Cesar Hernandez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside. 1-1. The 1-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Right side. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit. So a great job on a 1-2 pitch to keep the inning alive.
I don't know what side of the fence I fall on, boys. Old school, new school. I think I kind of stand right along that fence. But one thing that gets me jacked up is watching guys grind down in the count and drive base hits the other way.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
He's set. Here it comes. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time.
That's what makes pitching so difficult. You get the first 2 guys out of the inning, then you give up that 2-out base hit. Now you have the middle part of the order coming up, and this is where you have to really refocus on that mound, stay out of a potential big inning.
Fastball runs off the outside. It's 1-1.
That's a ball.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Ground ball foul down the left side. Fastball runs inside and gets away. And a very big mistake, as that'll move the possible go-ahead run into scoring position. Hernandez at second with 2 down. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Here's Carlos Santana now. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Dyson is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. 7th inning coming up, and we still have no score. Welcome back to Citizens Bank Park here in Philadelphia. Neither team denting the run column quite yet as we look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it.
Right here, he's looking to get himself into a good hitter's count so he can take a rip and maybe give his team the lead. He certainly has the power.
The 1-0 home. Misses above the zone for a ball.
Pitching isn't always about getting everyone out. Sometimes it's about being smart and knowing when to pick your battles. He's been really careful with this hitter so far, and rightfully so.
Three and 0 now. Now some movement out in the Phillies bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen. Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
The 3-1 is in there for a full count now. 3-2.
Hey, excellent job to get yourself back in this count after throwing 3 consecutive balls. You got a chance to get an out right here.
The 3-2 pitch. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking.
It looked like this at bat had the makings of a leadoff walk when it started 3-0. So that's a good job not to give in and battle back to earn the strikeout. That's not always easy to do.
Jake Lamb standing in now. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 0-1 delivery. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1. Line drive to left. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 game so far.
Boy, there's another opposite base hit right there, Dero. He's turning April showers into May foulers right now.
There's no doubt about it. This guy has gotten off to a hot start, but it's his ability to use the whole field. That's what's made the difference. He's not just pull happy or trying to push everything the other way. He's taking what the pitcher's giving.
Here comes the Philly skipper on his way out toward the mound, and he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. He'll depart with our score tied, and he'll still be accountable for the runner at first, and the best he can do is a no decision in this one. Tommy Hunter comes on to pitch here with 1 man gone in the top of the 7th.
Tommy Hunter.
Ready for another chance? A.J. Pollock. The previous history with Tommy Hunter. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. He's set and the pitch. And that one stayed too low apparently. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Hunter, a right-hander standing 6'3". He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Count is 1-2 now. The 1-2. Hit hard up the middle. And there's his first base hit in this one. And with that, the go-ahead runs up to second now with only one away.
Everybody's different coming out of spring training. Some guys get off to torrid starts. Some guys struggle. This is one that struggled, but maybe that single gets him going.
Digging in and looking for more, John Ryan Murphy. And his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
First delivery to him on the way. Just missed with a breaking ball. The 1-0. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him. And I doubt there was any intent behind that.
Man, that's going to drive the manager insane. He loses control of his release point, and now the go-ahead run moves 90 feet closer to scoring. He's going to have to make some good pitches now to get out of this.
Now at the plate, Daniel Descalso. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. A fastball that finds the outside corner.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
Here's a line drive. That's down. It'll give him the lead and then some. The go-ahead run will score. 2-run score. And a relay to the plate. Throw won't get him.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one makes you feel really good about yourself.
Here's Gerard Dyson. He'll swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
That's a big fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it a lot.
Fouled off.
Hey, if he's going to offer at a fastball above the zone, why don't you just continue to climb the ladder? Don't be shocked if he goes even higher with this next pitch.
And it's 1-2.
Tried to backdoor him and lock him up with a curveball right there. Pretty good pitch, but he didn't quite get it to come back all the way to the corner. That's tough to do for most guys.
3 runs already home here. Breaking ball as this runs in on him, and he has to step out of the way that time.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
The 2-2. Sent out to straightaway center field. Herrera's there, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, the pitcher, Patrick Corbin.
Digging in once again, Patrick Corbin. And a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone. From the stretch. Here's a strike.
0-1's the count.
The 0-1 delivery. So this won't get by the shortstop as he's there to take it in for the third out. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. Diamondbacks lead this one 3-0. Digging in now, Maikel Franco. It was a walk in his last trip.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And there's one down now.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, J.P. Crawford. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Now here's the pitch. Swinging a ball yanked down the right field line. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. Around second now and headed for third. And he's in there at third with a 1-out triple.
Well, we've been waiting for an opportunity like this since the game started. 1 out and our first run is 90 feet away. The challenge now is to get him home.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. In now, Jorge Alfaro, as he'll look at a slider that runs in too far for ball 1. No hits to this point. Here it comes, 1-0. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
Hit hard down the right field line, but foul. The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full. The 3-2 pitch. Count still full, 3-2. Down the third baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Marte takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out. But the throw is well up the line, and he scores easily.
The pitcher, number 40, Tommy Hunter.
Scott Kingery will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 4, Scott Kingery.
A cold strike on the inside corner.
They haven't gotten much going against this guy so far in this one. He's been pitching well, and one of the key numbers to look at, first pitch strikes, over 70% so far in this outing.
Good changeup there as he takes command. 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Here he comes again, 1-2. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. 8th inning coming up. D-backs lead it 3-1.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Phillies, number 46, Adam Morgan.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, David Peralta. The head-to-head with Adam Morgan. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. First pitch of the at-bat. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Morgan, a native Floridian. He was selected in the 3rd round back in 2011.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
1-1 to the D-backs leadoff man. And he misses 2-1. Three and 1 to the Diamondbacks left fielder.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close, so I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. Leadoff man on base, and we'll see what they have in mind strategy-wise here. Nick Ahmed will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out.
Nick Ahmed.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a little tapper, but that one rolls foul. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Hit hard, but foul. Peralta aboard here at first with nobody out. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
The 1-2. This is line to left. In there, a base hit, and he is in there.
Definitely tried to elevate the heater right there with 2 strikes, but caught way too much of the plate. Nice execution by the hitter.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now as he lines it out to center. Pereira patrolling center makes the play, 1 out.
Now batting, third baseman, James Lamb.
Ready now for the Diamondbacks, Jake Lamb. He singled his last time up. First pitch on its way. Laid off as it caught the inside corner. Eighth inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get anyone to swing at a bat at that pitch.
The 1-2. Ripped down the first base line. And that's by him down the line in right field toward the corner. And the run is in to score from second, and it's a 4-1 game.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Into the box now, A.J. Pollock. As he'll swing and hit this one hard, but foul off to the left and out of play. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hold, 0-2.
With 2 strikes and the runners at the corners, this is a big pitch coming up. Got to execute and hope to either get a strikeout or a double play ball to help you get out of this thing.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Ground ball up the middle, and it's going to get through into center field for a base hit. In to score is the runner from third, and that will stretch the lead to 4 now. And no chance there. He'll make it to third safely.
Hey, that's what you try and do as an offense. You get a 4-run lead. They're a grand slam ahead, Dan, but you're a former closer warming up. When you see a 3-run lead and then your offense gets it to 4 and you know that save situation's gone out the window, don't tell me that didn't hurt you.
Oh, it does hurt you. Oh, it does, because, Dero, the only way you're going to get into this game is it has to be a save situation. You sit and watch 8 innings of baseball, you get up to warm up in the 9th, and you're all ready to go thinking, hey, I'm going to come in and get me a 3-out save, and all of a sudden you're out of the game because it's a 4-run lead. Of course you think about it as a reliever.
Stepping in now, John Ryan Murphy. Hoskins going back to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
The batter number 3, second baseman, Daniel Descalso.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Daniel Descalso, and their runners at the corners now. Here's the first pitch to him. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. Comes set, and the 0-1. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Here's a line drive into center field. It's a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. It's 6-1.
Boy, talking about having a game, Dero, with that knock right there, his 4th RBI of this game.
Yeah, you put your key in the ignition to drive home after this one. You got a nice smile on your face as you check out the rearview mirror. 4 ribeye steaks does not happen often.
Here's Gerard Dyson. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
These guys are pros and they're tough, but I know that one hurt. He'll never show it, though. Too much pride at stake.
Steven Souza will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 28, Steven Souza.
And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball one. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And that one just missed outside. The head-to-head with Adam Morgan. He's 1 for 3. Pollock, the runner at third. Descalso on second. Dyson at first. 2 out in the inning. 2-1 now to Steven Souza. The 2-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
I kind of like the aggressive attitude right here. I know he's in a jam. What does he do? He goes to his best stuff, and that's the fastball.
Grounded to third. Franco has it. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. So all in all, they're fortunate to give up just 3 in the inning as they wind up escaping the bases loaded jam. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Diamondbacks 6 and the Phillies 1. Nick Ahmed will stay in the ball game as a new shortstop.
Now playing shortstop, number 13, Nick Ahmed. Now pitching for the Diamondbacks, number 40, Andrew Chafin.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
A ball and a strike to the Phillies leadoff man. Bouncer up the middle. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Wow, what a great show of range there. This ball looked like it might get through up the middle, but check out the sliding stop, and that's going to take him right into a good throwing position where he's able to get enough on the throw to get him out at first.
Up next will be Nick Williams as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. One pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heater.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. There's a look at the final line for the Arizona starter. He was great all night long.
Cesar Hernandez.
Ready for another shot now. Cesar Hernandez. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
First delivery to him on the way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
Called strike 0-2. Chafin stands 6'2" and throws from the left side. He was selected in the first round back in 2011.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Chopped weakly to the left. Lamb gloves it. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first. And lucky for them, the right fielder's there to back up the throw. And he will make it all the way to third now, as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
This could have been much worse for the first baseman here. He goes up for the throw, leaving his feet, and exposes himself to a potentially devastating collision because the throw was down the first base line. He's lucky he didn't get taken out right here.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And the slider stayed low, apparently, for a ball. Ready with the 1-0. Hit down the line at first. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And a great job to stick with it as he's able to make the play for the third out. Phillies strand 1. They trail 6-1. Luis Garcia enters from the pen to start the 9th inning, as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, David Peralta. He'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the 9th.
David Peralta.
Here comes the first pitch. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Now the 1-0 finds the zone, strike 1. Skied into straightaway right. Williams is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The batter, number 13, shortstop, Nick Ahmed.
Up next for Arizona, Nick Ahmed. Matchup numbers with Luis Garcia. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
Not sure if that was a purpose pitch or not, but I liked it. As a pitcher, sometimes you've got to be willing to back the guy off the plate by running something hard inside. You can't just let guys be comfortable standing in the batter's box against you.
Count even now at 1-1. The 1-1. Fly ball right down the line in left. Hoskins waits on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
First baseman number 44, Paul Goldschmidt.
Ready once again, Paul Goldschmidt looking to change his fortunes here. 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts so far in the game. Here comes the first pitch. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1.
When you've got a guy that throws a good 2-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
The 1-0 home. Drilled on the ground is short. Backhanded. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Diamondbacks down in order. They hold on to their 6-1 lead. So now Carlos Santana, 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one.
For the Phillies, first baseman, Hallo, Santana. Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Diamondbacks, number 29, Jorge De La Rosa.
Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
2 great pitches down in the zone. Interested to see where he goes now. Does he bounce something in the dirt? Does he go elevated fastball? A lot of options at hand right now.
Still no balls and 2 strikes. Another 0-2 home. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Third baseman, number 7, Franco.
So next to the plate for the Phils, Maikel Franco. He was a ground out victim last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate. De La Rosa, the native of Mexico, is a 15-year major league vet, so it's been quite the career for him.
Yeah, Matty, to play 14 years in the big leagues without question, I can't tell you what this guy's seen. Add in the minor league stops, he's seen every corner of this nation right here. He's been on buses, he's been on charter planes, he's seen every part of what baseball has to offer.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. The 2-1 home. Taken, strike 2. 1 out, nobody on. Popped high in the air. Descalzo is there for it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, J.P. Crawford.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And no one will track it down. And it's fouled away. Two out, nobody on. Philly down to their last strike. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Wow, what a week for these guys. Talk about firing on all cylinders. Winners of an amazing 7 games in a row. They say to never question the streak, and these guys aren't. They're just enjoying this ride.
And tonight's comes to a conclusion, 6-1 the final. The D-backs jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Patrick Corbin wins his 3rd of the season. Vince Velasquez is saddled with a loss after giving up only 1 earned. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for the ball game tonight: for the victorious Diamondbacks, 6 runs, 10 hits, 1 error, They left 7 men on base. For Philadelphia, 1 run, 5 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base.
Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Wednesday. Starting in the National League West, the Arizona Diamondbacks allowed only 5 hits in the game as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park, 6-1. The win was their 7th in a row. John Gray grabbed the victory, his 4th of the year, as Colorado beat the Padres 3-2. The Los Angeles Dodgers earned the 3-game series sweep as they manhandled the Marlins 8-1. The Nationals put up 16 hits on the day as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 8-4. The Reds sent 3 balls into the seats as they took down the visiting Braves 10-9. Ivan Nova got his 3rd win this season, helping the Pirates down the Tigers 2-1. The St. Louis Cardinals hit 3 long balls as they got the best of the visiting Mets 6-3. The Yankees catcher, number 24, had 3 hits in the game, driving in 3, as the Yankees pushed past the Twins 4-3. The Blue Jays put together 10 total hits as they beat the visiting Red Sox 9-4. The Tampa Bay Rays went deep 4 times as they beat the O's in Baltimore 5-2. The Mariners beat the White Sox on the South Side 3-2. The Indians grabbed 13 hits in the game as they secured the win in extra innings against the Cubs 7-6. The Brewers pounded out 17 hits in this one as they beat the Royals in Kauffman Stadium 7-3. The Texas Rangers launched 3 home runs as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics 7-6. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they stole the victory in extra innings over the Astros 3-1. That's all for today's show. See you back here tomorrow. Have a great day.